You live down here?
This just back door. Front entrance over there.
Makes sense. Whoa! Is that the cloud sea down there? We're so high up.
Nice view, eh? Tora likes to just sit and watch cloud sea sometimes.
You have a wonderful home.
Anyway, Rex.
Rex?
Rex. Tora, explain other reason I help you. You see, Tora always wanted to make driver friends.
Ah, interested in drivers, are you?
But of course. Tora think it's amazing how Driver and Blade join spirits together to make big power. Tora really want to be sidekick of Rex.
You know my name is just Rex, right? One Rex, not two.
What is point?
Well, nothing, I guess. It just sounds a bit different from what I'm used to.
Double name just show Tora's respect. Respect for great driver. Rex should be proud.
I'm not sure I've earned all that yet. Oh, all right. You can call me Rex if it makes you happy. But instead of all this sidekick stuff, can't we just be friends?
Really? Tora will be friend of Rex? Hooray!
What a funny little guy. Hey, Tora, do you know much about this town?
Huh?
You wouldn't happen to know where the army takes prisoners, would you?
Rex, you're not planning to...
We have to save Nia and Dromark.
I thought you'd say that.
Oh, you talk about Driver and Blade who were with Rex before Tora's daring rescue.
Yeah.
Meh. Tora would have to ask around town for info like that. Before we do anything, time for food! All of today's running around make Tora hungry. Need food to help Rex.
I'm a little peckish too.
Can't we eat later? I want to find Nia and Dromark as soon as possible.
Stomach of Rex tell different story.
I can't help it, can I?
If it's all right with everyone, I could cook something.
Pyra? I didn't know you could cook.
Well, as long as fire is involved, I can do almost anything. Fry, steam, grill, you name it.
Whoa!
If you want ice cream, though, you might have to find someone else.
Well, you can't have everything.
Tora, do you have any ingredients I could work with? Just what's in the pantry. Not much really, Tora, sorry. It doesn't seem wise to go out and buy more supplies, so I'll have to make do. Let's see what we got. Glitter spuds, pumpkins, oh, and here's an oil oyster, and a single meaty carrot, and hot oranges too? These aren't bad ingredients at all. All foods that can be eaten with no cooking. That's how Tora usually eat. That's a bit depressing. We aren't much better ourselves, you know. I guess you're right. So, what do you think, Pyra? Can you make something? Can you make anything with this? Yeah, I think this should be enough. I'll just use the kitchen, okay?
I just thought of a great menu idea. Look forward to that later.
New recipe.
Oh man, this is delicious.
Oh, yummy. So super very tasty.
Simply exquisite. I haven't eaten this well in 120 years.
Glad you liked it. It seems like I did okay. I was worried I'd have gotten a little rusty over the years.
It didn't taste rusty at all. I mean...
But Tora is curious. Pyra is fire-using blade, yes? When Tora broke that water pipe, Pyra could still make fire.
Come to think of it, you're right. That Bridget, the Imperial Blade, she used fire abilities just like Pyra, but the water seemed to douse much of her strength.
So, what are you saying?
This world full of elemental energy called ether, yes? Ether comes in forms like fire, water, and wind. While battling, drivers and blades both draw power from ether. But fire not good with water. Other blade woman got splooshy with water, so fire powers all damp.
But Pyra and I were able to use our powers with no problem.
Indeed. They were unaffected.
Why?
Well, my powers don't come from fire.
Meme? If power's not fire, why look like flames?
That may be a little complicated to explain.
Go on then. Tora like complicated things a lot.
Well, it...
Knock it off, Tora. Can't you see you're making her uncomfortable?
Eh.
Everyone has things they'd rather not talk about. Right?
I'm sorry. I'm sure I'll be able to tell you about it soon enough.
Don't worry about it. Right now, we need to think about how to rescue Nia.
First, we go around town and find all information we can.
Yes, I dare say that we're all wanted criminals by this point. Pyra sticks out like a sore thumb.
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, friends. Tora has an idea.
Special Inquisitor Morag! To what do we owe this extreme pleasure? Had we but heard of your Grace's visit, we could have prepared a suitable...
I don't stand on ceremony, Consul. I'd rather you just did your job.
Your Grace? Someone of your standing deserves to be treated as such. You are His Majesty's representative. Please permit us to lay on a meal befitting your Grace. Until then, we would be honored if...
You made impressive time. I wasn't expecting you until tomorrow.
Oh, Lady Bridget!
If we have found the Aegis, then there is no time to waste. But I fear the passage has taken its toll on our engines.
The Aegis? How do you...
Is there a problem, Dougal?
Not at all, Your Grace.
Good. Now, you've captured a driver from Torna. I am going to speak with her.
What? Why do you want...
Dougal. I don't remember asking for your opinion.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you to her right away.
So, you are the Torna ruffian. I must say you look a little different from your poster.
A little different. Whoever drew that should be the one in jail.
Yes, I would be angry too.
You can drop the friendly act.
You won't name your friends?
My friends? I'm not so sure I'd call those trigger-happy Torna goons friends.
I see. I think we have our wires crossed here. I am not talking about Torna.
Huh? You're not?
No, I was referring to your more recent traveling companions. The driver boy and his blade.
Rex and Pyra.
Well, that was easy.
Damn it!
This looks like it could actually work.
Good idea, Tora.
Right, let's look for friends of Rex.
I feel that cutscene, it was the most Xenoblade Chronicles 2 cutscene I've encountered yet, actually. It went from everywhere, from it went from jocular to slightly less jocular to serious, and man. But I guess that's like part of the game's charm, right? Is that it is all over the place. Have you heard of anything about a girl named Nia who was captured by the Ardanians? Oh yeah, I heard about that. Some Ardanian dude was saying that they were going to execute the prisoner within a few days. Oh. Those Torna guys are pretty bad, right? I heard they killed loads of drivers to steal their core crystals. Pretty amazing if the Empire really captured one of them. The Empire is so cool. I wonder if they'll do at this execution thing anyway. Never seen one before. I've gotta go see for myself. You guys should come along too. Rumors of execution. I don't know. I guess the real big payoff kind of thing would be if I felt like it all came together. Sometimes its humor does worse, I feel, for the game than it does better. Sometimes it works, like the Nia cutscene and the tiger face, but not the more recent one. Have you heard of anything about a girl called Nia who was captured by the Ardanians recently? Ah, sorry, I'm only interested in plants. I don't keep up with the latest rumors. I want to become a botanist in the Mor Ardain, but my parents keep saying it's too dangerous. It's been a whole decade now since Mor Ardain and Uriah ceased hostilities. And sure, there's been this nasty group called Torna popping up in the news lately, but still, it's not like anything bad's gonna happen where Mor Ardain's in charge. Doesn't this peaceful town prove that? Yeah, indeed, watch out. Oh, to the left, okay. Or maybe not to the left. Have you heard anything about a girl called Nia who was recently captured by the Ardanians? Oh yeah, something interesting. Apparently Torna member that the Ardanian captured was some Gormati girl called Nia. Nia. That name seems familiar somehow. Didn't the old Lord of Echel a decade ago or so have... Actually, let's not talk about that thing. It's actually happy not to think about it. Okay. And, you know, details like that is something that I definitely missed mashing through. Why did I do that? What was up with me? Have you heard anything about a girl called Nia? She was captured by the Ardanians. Don't know about that. But the grown-ups seem to be talking about some secret, complicated stuff a lot lately. Apparently there's some kind of dangerous people causing trouble. It's only been 10 years since the war of Mor Ardain and Uriah ended. Why would someone stir up more trouble? It sounds like a real pain. I hope the Ardanian soldiers would be able to protect us. The other way. Did Rex know the recruiting over there for new drivers? Yeah, I saw that earlier when we first arrived in the city. Rex should try too. Chance of success basically 100. I'm wanted by the Ardanian Empire right now, remember? It seems like a bad idea to make myself so conspicuous. Rex, make a good point. Tor was just curious to see what kind of blade Rex would awaken. At any rate, I don't need to awaken a blade, do I, I've got Pyra. Come now, Rex, don't tell me you thought drivers could only bond with a single blade. What? Is that not right? Not at all. Many drivers have more than one. With Nia gone, we're a bit on the short numbers right now. We might not hold up at all that well in a fight. Perhaps it would actually be a good idea to get yourself a new blade. A new blade opens up new possibilities in battle, after all. It would stop you from putting so much strain on Pyra as well. It seems like a good idea all around if you ask me. Well, if Pyra doesn't mind, I guess it couldn't hurt to try. I don't have any objections, the more the merrier. Then it's settled. The question is, where are we going to get ourselves a core crystal? Now, that's one question I can answer. I happen to have one stored away for just such an occasion. Where grabs a core crystal with such a small body? The key to awakening a new blade is to foster powerful resonance with a driver's spirit. Focus your whole mind on the core crystal as you touch it. Just not gonna answer, Tora. and try to hold a clear picture in your mind of the blade you wish to awaken. I'm not sure I really understand, but I'll give it a shot. I hope you awaken a wonderful blade. Unnamed core crystal. So, quick question on this. Is the first one truly randomized, as in go dice roll, whatever you get, there's no, how do you say, like I can potentially get a limited edition blade or whatever it's called? Do you want to resonate with this? Yes. Like it, I guess we'll find out shortly.
I've got your back. Trust me.
Awry. Well, now I have to remember if, whatchamacallit. If Awry or a blade makeout similar to Awry was, you know, the first one that I got. I remember it was wind attributed, but I think the body type was different. Rex's ability with core crystals has been unlocked. You can now bond with the blade by going into main menu blades and bond blade. Core crystals aren't much use without lying around, so it won't hurt to resonate with them and to see what you get. Also, the higher the driver's luck stat value, the better chances of awakening. Really? What increases luck? Once you have yourself a new blade, you'll indeed engage it so that it can take part in battle. Okay. Up until now, Rex has only had to rely on Pyra for support, but now you'll be able to engage with a variety of other blades and expand your support options. To take advantage of different blades in battle, press the directional button on the corresponding to each blade's face icon and perform a blade switch. In no time at all, the blade who has previously supporting you will retreat, and the new blade will take their place on the battlefield. Of course, switching blades will also change both your weapon and available arts. Different weapons have different benefits and drawbacks in battle, so use blade switches tactically after considering the current situation. That looks like a good one. Meh. Fur always stand on end whenever Tora see driver resonate with crystal. So cool. Hey, don't look at me like that. You're making me feel weird. Well, it looks like we got a new recruit anyway. Let's go find out what happened to Nia. Rex, not so fast, huh? Aren't you going to kit out your new blade? You can tune it up with weaponry at the courtship machine. If Rex never used courtship before, then now's the time to get started. You can really tell the difference between driver who uses courtships and one who doesn't. I'm starting to understand. Now for the main topic. That over there is the Oxcore shop. Here we go. I don't suppose you had a lot of call to go into there before. Actually, I have. Just didn't let me. You're right about that. I used to wonder what all that strange gear was about there. Perhaps we should head on over there and give them a try then. So, oh shoot, we're still in the tutorial. Never mind. Ox cores are just the beginning of supplementing a blade's power. There are all different types. Some boost defense, some make strong against insects, other against nighttime, and blah blah and blah blah. The number of ox cores you can equip varies from blade to blade, mind. Interesting stuff. Now, this is the important part, so listen up. Usually when you get an ox core, it's an empty state. You won't boost your blade with it empty. Okay, so how do I fix that? Ah, I see. So this gizmo here makes ox cores usable. You catch on fast. That's right, the machine takes collectibles and raw ox cores and refines them into something useful. Here's one you can have here's one you can have a go with. I've been saving it up for this very occasion. Critical up 2. Rex, best not to think about where you stash it. Thanks. I wasn't going to. Yeah, stores right up. What? It's not much good without collectibles, though, here. Deerwood. Meh, you really have a lot stashed away there. You're good to go, Rex. Refine it. On it. As soon as we're done, let's go and look for Nia. Critical up to... Okay, so doesn't really matter what I kit this out with. I just need to get it there. Okay, good. Since you're standing in front of an aux core shop, let's revisit the topic of aux cores for a moment. At the shops like this, you can get your aux cores refined. You'll need collectible items to refine aux cores. The number of collectible items you'll need is defined individually for each aux core. Once you have all collectibles you need, you can head to the shop and get your aux core refined. But watch out, the higher the value aux core, the more difficult it is. It's likely to be to find the necessary items. If you want to be able to refine your aux cores as soon as you get them, you'll need to always be on the lookout for collection points on your travels. And yeah. Okay. So, with that being said, I had beforehand debated on whether or not to do like a new game plus route with this, or just go with what worked, which is new game, which is to start a fresh new game. And with that being said, I made the decision to go completely fresh new game file. That way that I can actually take advantage of the core crystal thing. Oh boy. Oh boy, there's a lot of these. Distribution blade. Okay, so I believe this is the issue with coming into this so late. So the blade distribution list is for obviously the blades and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna think too hard about this. Wherever it says blade DLC list, I'm going there. I'm lying. I'm not going there. Alright, so, receive Hurry Scurry's delivery on Gentum. Okay. And boy with 2 swords. Go to Goldmouth. Okay. Got it. Alright. So I couldn't get those before now. Sheesh. I'd have to... No, actually, I can just, like... Yeah. So, money chest. Super useful pouch item, I guess. Silver cylinders, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, this is it too. Okay, so... basically, I wanted to do this so I can take advantage of the core crystal situation and to see if what they were trying to do holds water. So the drive system, the core kit crystal system rather, serves as essentially a way to make newer playthroughs more interesting and to make sure everyone's thing doesn't... You know, everyone has a different playthrough is what I'm trying to say, right? And so it's interesting going on a New Game Plus with this because I'm of the opinion that first and foremost a game like this should just have multiple save files. But since it doesn't and they want me to do stuff like this, you know, let's see if this in and of itself holds water, if this is an interesting enough system that will allow me to form brand new... Wait. 3 new game options. Oh, in the setting, man. Okay. You know, if this will allow me to think about the game differently and plan out my routes out differently. The answer is it's going to, but I want to see how much it does. So, blades.
You can count on me.
Okay. And I got nothing with him. So I gotta go to the thingamawhat's-it. And go to Fang Chip. Give to him. Sorry, I really hope I explained what I was trying to say about the blades. And like starting a new game file with them. I hope I explained my thought process really well. Basically what I'm trying to say is I want to see if there's any kind of, you know, like, I want to see the whole, value in what they put in. And if I just do it in a New Game Plus file, then, you know, I can't really see all that this game has to offer because I'll just pick the ones that I think are either cool looking or the best. In addition to that, what was it I wanted to say? Shoot. It'll come back to me. And I don't suppose I can just buy Ox cores here. No, I have to find them. That's a pity. Have you heard anything about a girl called Nia? She was captured by the Ardanians recently. Tuduni know this, of course, but Tuduni is an informant by trade, cannot provide information without proper compensation. How much we talking here? Goodness gracious. Alright, I'm game. Thanks for much, that. Inside Titan battleship, Gormani girl being held prisoner. Unfortunately, Tuduni not yet received intelligence specifying the name, but rumors say big ship arrived for sole purpose of holding one measly girl. People of Gorma getting along quite well with the Empire nowadays, so trouble like this is not very welcome. That seemed to be opinion of most Toragoth resident. That about the extent of information I know. Enough to satisfy? Appreciate it. Okay, oops. We might have been able to learn more about Nia's backstory, but whatever. Too late now. Also, in addition, I think for like just the sake of getting the most out of what's his name, Arai, I'm not going to yet. I'm not going to upgrade him yet, or not upgrade him. Open other core crystals, even though I have them in my disposal now. I'll wait till Nia gets back into the party and then start breaking open the booster packs. I can make that, right? Alley-oop? No! Oh.
Nia and Dromark, executed. It doesn't bear thinking about.
But getting aboard that warship will be no mean feat. We're going to need an ironclad plan.
Army port is under heavy guard.
I guess we'll just have to mount a full-on attack.
No, Rex, we can't put everyone in danger.
Right. Sorry.
There. This is one of the Grand Arbor's routes, right? If this map is correct, it goes all the way from the quay to the hull of the warship. And here, it looks like some kind of cargo entrance. Could we sneak on that way?
Oh, right. No one will spot us if we sneak in from below.
Security light around this entrance. At night, not even workers here.
Looks like this is our only option.
Then it's a plan. Tora?
Tora have something to show you.
What's this then?
Nobody ever see this before. Secret of Tora. An artificial blade.
An artificial blade?
I can't believe it.
Tora have always wanted to be driver of Blade. But Tora has no potential to awaken Core Crystal.
How could you know that? Surely you just have to try and... Oh. You did, didn't you?
Yes, 1 year ago. Tora applied to driver recruitment man.
Oh, dearie me.
Oh, Tora, you mean you...
It was bad. Tora had nosebleed for 3 days.
Just a nosebleed?
What you mean, just? People die from loss of blood, you know?
Yeah, but from a nosebleed.
Anyway, moving on.
For a near-death experience, you're awfully casual about this.
Anyway, back to Tora's blade. When complete, even no potential Tora can be a driver.
This is simply incredible. You built this blade from scratch, Tora?
It was started by Grandpipon and Dadapon. But Grandpipon die, and Tora still not know where Dadapon go to.
Oh.
So Tora will finish Blade myself and become a driver like always wanted. Then Dadapon hear about Tora's success and come back home, yes?
Oh, Tora.
By the by, Tora, this blade, as far as I can see, it looks complete. What is there left to do?
All Tora have left to do is buy missing parts. But Tora have no money at all.
Oh, really?
Really?
Nothing? At all?
Not even 1 gold?
So you're asking for a loan?
Not loan. Closer to generous donation.
Just like an Opon? Always shrewd when it comes to gold.
But if Tora completes Artificial Blade, combat capabilities will be big help on mission.
Well, yeah. If it works, you may have a point. So, how much exactly do you need?
Oh, no more than 60,000 gold.
60,000? Do you want a kidney as well?
Calm down, Rex. I think we owe Tora our help. If it's just money he needs, I may be able to assist.
Assist? How exactly?
Nothing illegal, I hope.
Don't even joke, Gramps.
This is a natural crystal. It should fetch around 60,000.
No way. We can't let you sell that.
But...
No, it wouldn't be right. That's it. I'm paying for the parts myself.
Very admirable.
Mama! Rex is too generous.
This blade of yours had better be seriously useful, though, Tora.
Leave that to Tora.
Well then, let's go, I guess.
Yippee!
will they really be okay?
I suppose they'll have to be.
So, what do you actually need to finish this artificial blade? 1 perfect range sensor and 3 bion connectors. I don't think I've ever heard of those. Perfect range sensor supplements function of eyes and artificial blade. Quite pricey item, but very important. And the bion connectors? That have many uses, but mostly to prevent hat fallout. Dog. Would an ordinary piece of string not suffice? So, where can we get these items? At Margia's Odds and Ends. It's just off to the left after entering the Torgoth. I'm sure we must have walked past that area before. Alright, let's go. And that's gonna do it for this video, but before we sign off, I want to give people the opportunity to get saved if they aren't already saved. So, as it says in Romans 10:9, that if thou shalt confess with thy mouth the Lord Jesus, and shalt believe in thine heart that God had raised him from the dead, thou shalt be saved. Or, in layman's terms, if you confess that Jesus is Lord and believe that God had raised him on the 3rd day, then you shall be saved. What salvation is, well, knowing God. It's not just a matter of going to heaven, but knowing the character of God, about knowing who he is, knowing that he is good, and knowing that he is for you and has a plan for you, you know, a good plan for your life. I think a lot of people, you know, when they hear about salvation, they just think about going to heaven. But it's actually a lot more than that, and a bit more complicated too. Well, more simple and more complicated at the same time. And, you know, it's not just about getting a free ride out of hell. It's about knowing God. And I think a lot of people miss that in just, you know, trying to, well, get out of hell. Because, you know, the thing about it is that every man has sinned and come short of the cross. So if at any point you were questioning why salvation is a thing, why is it for you, then hey, that's the reason why. Because we're not as holy as God. We're not to the point where we all should be. And I think we can all agree that nobody on earth is perfect. And that's the part of why we need salvation in the first place. In any case, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Until then.